Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
What? Okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Raw Recap, brought to you by the Smacked Raw podcast. I am your host, Katie Baby.
Baby.
I don't like the way Kevin says it, ever.
Woo! I do, and that's enough for everybody. Because I like it a lot.
Okay, well, obviously I'm joined by my favorite co-host, Kevin Crazy. And in honor of International Women's Day, I had to bring on my girl, my hangman, Savannah!
Yeah.
Hello.
How-
Not sure if y'all remember me from the Survivor Series predictions.
Yes, ma'am.
That's where I was on last here.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm kind of stressed. I have midterms this week, so
Oh.
my schedule's kind of busy, but I'm still
Good.
here, so this is more important than midterms.
100%. We love the sacrifices that you're making
Absolutely.
for us.
Thank you.
That just,
But you've been on Smacking It Raw a couple times too, right?
Just once,
Once.
actually.
Oh,
They have
just
not
once.
invited me back.
Oh,
oof.
damn.
If only Matt was in the chat so we could harass him. He's not,
Mhm.
unfortunately. He's not here to
Oh,
serenade
no.
us. It's fine.
Oh God. We did get some good songs out of him one night. That was pretty funny.
We did. It was a great time. I'm already coughing.
Careful.
There we go.
Yeah,
Got
get
that
it
out.
out, girl.
Got that out. For those who don't know, we are a wrestling recap podcast. You can find us live for the Raw, SmackDown, and Dynamite recaps on twitch.tv/puttingyouover. You can find myself and RN for NXT on our personal Twitch, twitch.tv/SmackDown If you miss the lives, which they're a hoot, they're fun, you can come harass us in the chat. You can head on over to youtube.com/SmackDown hit the like button, subscribe if you please, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we post a new video. We post at least 4 videos a week if everyone does their job.
Yep.
Loki calling
Hint, hint.
Loki calling Kyle out, but it's fine. I mean,
No,
I'm
it's
also
alright.
calling myself out. I still have yet to do the, and it's never gonna happen, by the way, the Takeover Vengeance Day. It's not happening. I'm sorry.
Keep dreaming, people.
I not even gonna lie, still never even watched the Takeover. I just ran out of time.
Man, whatever. It happens.
Oh well. I'm
Yeah,
only
yeah.
one person, people. I'm doing my best.
You person people. You're a person people.
I am a person, people, purple people.
Yo,
eater.
but my mom is putting over our goddamn YouTube like crazy. She told my aunt about it, and she was like, "Yo, Auntie Crazy, go out there and comment and let them know that they're fucking awesome." So we should be hearing from her sometime, I hope.
Nice.
Nice.
The whole crazy family, as he downs his
Mhm.
pop.
Oh yeah. Speaking of crazy family, look at what the crazy family gave me. The brother.
That
Brother
is
crazy.
so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's if you're watching the video. If you're listening
Wow.
to the podcast, we're on a plethora.
Then what the hell is wrong with
Okay,
you?
don't yell at the people. Stop. Stop yelling. We are on basically every
But if
podcast
they're listening,
platform
how
you
can they not hear
think
me
of.
if I don't yell?
Kevin, shut the fuck up and let me do this. Please. My God.
No, I have a lot to say.
I don't care. Let me do this real quick, and then I'll let you talk. Fuck.
All right, that's fair. I can't make any promises, but that's a fair offer.
I'm gonna lose my mind. Y'all want to see me lose my mind live? It's gonna happen. Audio, basically every podcast platform you can think of and find. If you still like wrestling content but don't like podcasts, completely understandable. You can head on over to WrestlingNewsWorld.com. We are the exclusive recap for them. You can use them peepers read some articles. They had some good stuff happening over there. And is Kevin frozen?
Did I freeze? Can you hear me still?
I can hear you.
We can hear
Okay,
you. You're just frozen.
My goddamn camera came unplugged because the fucking USB port on that camera sucks. Hang on.
Okay.
Let me stop and restart the video.
Okay.
See if that works.
Technical difficulties as always. Also, pretty sure we got kicked from the stream. What is happening?
I think so too. I'm looking at the chat, or like I'm like,
That's
I just have this weird ass.
yeah.
Like,
I don't know
purple
what the
screen.
fuck
Let
that
me try to
is.
refresh.
Oh shit.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
There
see,
we
you
go.
see what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just like this fucking.
What
What
is
the fuck?
happening? Oh my god. What is going on? I refreshed it too, out of sheer curiosity.
Yeah, same.
Whatever. I'm just gonna kill the stream, so whatever. We're still recording the video. That's a thing we're doing. Yeah, it's still recording. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we were. Oh yeah. Patreon. Kevin, where can they go to support us?
Show must go on, I guess.
Yeah, it has to. I can't figure that out.
This is the best night of my life.
This is the
Yeah,
worst.
I don't
my
know what's
life.
going on.
And the best thing that all of you could do is go and give us your fucking money for fucking wrestling stuff from the SmackDown podcast. I mean, Savannah did it, and look at how happy she is.
Yeah.
I mean, peer pressured the
I'm so
hell out
happy
of
that
her to
you
do
guys
it.
peer pressured me into subscribing to the wrong thing, and then I had to go unsubscribe, subscribe to the right one, and I lost $5 that day. So yeah, this is what peer pressure does. But I'm still subscribed besides that, and I still pay $5 monthly, so it's all good.
And you feel really good about it too, don't you? Because we are
Yeah,
fucking
definitely. As
See?
broke as I always am.
awesome. Well, I mean, get some food or something, but we're glad you're a patron. But you know, you can get the stickers like she got. You can get some shirts. Our good friend D-Rod got some advertising. We can tell you what a goddamn jabroni mark you are on unwrestling opinion. Yeah, unwrestling opinion.
Unpopular wrestling opinions.
No, unwrestling opinion. I just changed the name of the show. It's done. You can't change back.
Also, I got the
Sorry.
stream bag.
No backseats.
God damn.
Oh, you did?
Somehow. I don't know how. It's fine. If the stream dies, the stream dies. I'm not gonna mess with that anymore. I'm done.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Did I get all the Patreon? This has been the most awkward intro to the goddamn show
This
ever.
has been the
and
longest intro, and I'm so sorry for anyone still listening or
I'm
watching.
not. This is
I'm
quality.
like, I think I should
content.
leave. I think I'm a jinx.
No, you're not a jinx.
I think
It's-
I'm a jinx.
No, you're probably the best part of the show right now, honestly.
Oh.
Because I know it's not
No,
me.
that's
Well,
Katie.
it's definitely not Kevin.
It's Katie.
It's definitely not Kevin. That's for damn sure.
No, I'm just acting a fool all night long, man. I'm in a good mood.
All right.
Anyway,
Oh,
can we
Kyle-
talk about
Kyle.
fishing or something?
Okay. Let's talk about Raw because we're already.
Did you know that
What?
some rivers do flow north?
Kevin, shut up.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We're 9 minutes into this video already. We haven't even talked
The
about
9
it.
minutes of the best. It's been the best 9 minutes of my whole life.
Kyle popped up
Aw,
saying, didn't get a chance to watch Raw, couldn't pass up a chance to say
oh,
hey.
Nice.
Hi, Kyle.
Kyle.
Oh dang, what's up, Kyle? Kyle, when's Katie gonna host Wednesday Night Dynamite recaps again?
Yo.
We want
Yo.
Katie. I want
Yes,
Katie
Savannah.
back. She
Tell him.
wasn't she brought on to
Tell him.
Dynamite anyway?
Tell him. Tell him.
I know you
Tell him.
ignored my comment yesterday.
Tell him.
Okay, so Raw happened. Guys, I
Okay,
have to
I'm
get this
done.
back on
Sorry,
track.
Katie.
What'd you guys think of Raw?
I don't think I'm gonna.
It was good. It was decent. I still feel like I have the Revolution stank on me, though, man. You know.
This isn't AEW. You can talk about that on Wednesday.
There is a
I know it's not
there-
AEW.
okay, well,
but
here's
this,
hold.
this is my
I know, but
platform. I
here's-
get to
hold
say
on.
what I want.
No, but there is one thing. Obviously, later on, I do want to talk about in recollection to what
okay.
happened at Revolution, but that's later.
Okay.
So I'll say it then.
I'm not saying I'm trying to talk about Revolution. What I'm saying is that I that show was dope, and I feel like, you know, Raw suffered from me, like, you know, 'cause it's fucking Raw, you know. But anyway.
Well, it's not only Raw, but it wasn't a pay-per-view either. Think about
Well, there's that. It's just not as exciting, and that's not necessarily like to say that means it was bad, because, you know, to your point, it wasn't a goddamn pay-per-view. It's just a weekly show, but you know.
I mean, some stuff on Raw dragged, seemed kind of weird. I'm mainly talking about the Shane O'Mac,
God.
Braun Strowman stuff, which we will get into. My God, it was weird.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I didn't like anything about it.
I don't even know what my feelings are on it. Like, it happened, and I was like, all right, Shane McMahon. Like, first of all, he came out there, and at first, he kind of looked like a badass, you know? And then the second part happened, and I was like, bro, what did you do yourself?
Who said in the chat that he straight up forgot his lines? Because it did seem like that when he was like rambling.
I think Kyle
on
did.
about being stupid and not.
Yeah.
That confused the hell out of me. Like,
Yeah. We will get to that, but we started the night with an interview from earlier in the night. It was Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Business. They're walking into the arena. Bobby's talking about his upcoming WWE Championship rematch with The Miz, which is the first match of the night. He says he's been waiting 16 years. He busted his ass. And the same things he's going to do to Miz tonight. He's going to do it to everybody. Because the almighty era has begun. And then we get into the championship match. But of course, Miz comes out, does a promo. Did he expect to get his ass beat last week? Yes. Did he expect to lose his title? No. He said that he was taken advantage of, which, poor choice of words, Miz.
no.
Just saying. He outsmarted everyone by winning by count out the first time, because in the contract it says you just have to defend it, blah, blah, blah. He was forced and threatened to defend his title for a second time that night. And he's talking about how there should be a new it's going to be a new hashtag, because all these people were talking about Bobby Lashley winning the title last week, and it's going to be "and new." No, it wasn't. Just gonna throw that out there. No, Miz got his ass beat again. I mean, to be fair, he had way more offense this time.
To be fair.
We had Drew
Yeah, he didn't just get squashed, which I was actually quite happy to see.
Yeah, like the fact that they gave him the chance to be like, he's a snake, basically. He can sneak around, use that to his advantage. And we saw that Drew McIntyre... Oh, go ahead.
Well, it's about the only thing he really did during that match, though, was like fucking run away from Bobby Lashley. Really,
yeah.
I mean, he did get some offense, and like they didn't totally punk him out, but like as soon as Lashley actually got a hold of him, you know.
Yeah, and we saw Drew McIntyre watching backstage, because we're all assuming that McIntyre's going to be the next challenger for the title. The rest of the match plays out. Almighty Spinebuster, Hurt Lock, and still WWE Champion Bobby Lashley. Would you... Okay, like... do we like Bobby Lashley as champion? Yes or no?
Totally.
Yeah, I think so.
I love it.
Like, first of all, it's well overdue. Like, title reign.
Yeah.
I thought he would have gotten the title a lot sooner, like years ago, not just.
Everybody did.
Yeah. But I mean, where's the lie though? Dude's super fucking talented. He looks the part. Like when he came out with the belt tonight, like just like you were saying last week with Drew McIntyre, like it just looked like it belonged there. You know what I mean? It was just like, oh, Bobby Lashley, you look like he's just gonna tear people apart. You know?
Yeah.
I
And
hope.
I'm also going to say it's still weird seeing Drew without this title. Still weird.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Agreed.
It's gonna take a long time to get used to him without the title.
I know.
Unless he wins it back at Mania in front of people. But that's a hope and a dream. And
Yeah.
maybe.
Those are the rumors.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't even think Drew's gonna face. I don't even think he's gonna face Lashley at Mania. I think Drew and Sheamus are gonna have their final match at Mania.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
too after what happened tonight. But speaking of that, after the title match, Drew has an interview backstage basically saying, I'm the only challenger for the title. I beat Brock Lesnar. I was doing everything. He's like, Lashley, where's your heart? Where's your passion? My dude. Where are your balls at? Basically called Lashley out.
I popped, man. I was like, holy shit. Lashley, if he's got to say something about that. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, he probably will.
Well, not only did he like call Ashley out, like he basically tore the Miz apart with saying like, "Oh, I defeated Brock Lesnar, and you beat the Miz. You took me out so you could take on the Miz."
Exactly.
I'm like, damn.
Exactly. And that prompts Sheamus to attack Drew, throwing him into basically everything he can backstage.
Yep.
And he like has Drew by the head and he's like, 20 years of living in your damn shadow. I'm going to make your life a misery. And goes to commercial, come back. Drew's pissed off, he's just walking, and he finds Adam Pearce, and he's like, set up a match, me and Sheamus, no DQ, as soon as possible. Basically.
yeah. I'm so over this.
Oh, why?
I'm so over because it's just like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I feel like they just blew their wad way too quickly on this whole fucking thing. And I was just not invested enough in their friendship to begin with. So the betrayal felt so fucking empty to me. And now it's like they're just kind of stringing this along. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm not even saying that the matches aren't great because they are. It was the fun match they had later. I just am like, why? It doesn't feel like there's any more fucking stakes between these guys fighting each other.
Savannah, how do you feel about the Drew-Sheamus feud?
I do agree, like how the heel turn was pretty empty, considering they really did like nothing, like as far as like their friendship. Like they talked about it, and they were in tag matches, but then in some of those tag matches they would argue, and like Drew would get on Sheamus' ass for not getting along with others at some point, and then now all of a sudden he feels so betrayed and hurt that they go on and put on these matches, like I can see, but again, I think I'm okay with it because of how good the matches are. If the matches were mediocre, I would be like, this feud is pointless, completely pointless.
No, I totally like they're two of the best guys in the world right now. Like I'm saying, I'll take them in the ring. I'm just like, yo, you got to give me some better context. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I can see that. A lot of their like friend stuff, it was displayed on social media, not on TV, which tends to throw a lot of things in disarray. Like even with like Ali talking about everything wrong with WWE, it's been mainly on social media. Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Can you guys still see me?
Katie's frozen.
You froze.
Jesus, hold on.
Oh no!
Hold on.
Please.
Hold on.
Katie's gone now.
Shit.
Who's gonna hose?
This has been the best show ever.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we could hear you.
All
It
right.
didn't even mess up your cropping on the stream.
Oh, great. Too bad I'm frozen.
Yeah, no, you're.
Oh, no. This cannot be happening right now. Why does my
It's okay.
camera hate me?
I still blame myself. 'Cause this doesn't happen until I'm here, of course.
And, like, I don't
God
want
damn
But
it.
while
to...
Katie's fixing herself, I'm gonna just let my hair down because I've had my hair in a bun all day. I'm just gonna let my hair down. Sorry, Katie. I know this is unprofessional, but
No, it's fine. It's fine.
She lets me on the show. Are you kidding me?
I
Okay,
guess that's true. That's mean.
okay, wait. So, it's just the
Just-
SmackDraw logo and not me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
worst case scenario, I just won't
Yeah.
be on camera because I'm not trying to close the Zoom call and have all of this get messed up again because I'm not in the mood to deal with it. So, it's just
Me
gonna be
either.
it's just gonna be an audio of me. Sorry. For all the people, oh Jesus,
Nice.
as I just
Katie,
ruined
I'm
it.
gonna
Hold on.
miss you.
There we
Yeah.
go. All right. I'm sorry for people watching.
Oh.
I lost everything. It's fine. We're just gonna keep going. Now
Uh-oh.
this is weird because I'm just talking.
Yep.
I'll continuously play with it throughout the show. Also, I'm just gonna apologize for all of the
Jeez.
technical difficulties that I seem to be having during this.
You know what? I love it.
Of course you do.
I think it's great. I think it gives the Smack Draw podcast a lot of character.
It shows that
We're
I
not
don't
giving the
edit
fuck up.
anything.
Yep.
All right. Let's just.
Good enough for punk rock.
All right. I'm just gonna keep trying. Failed.
Katie, I'm
Whatever.
gonna miss seeing you.
I know. It's fine. I'm sorry. So we go from.
How can we be the Adams?
This is just I don't understand. Whatever. All right. Braun is walking around backstage, and R-Truth comes up to him, and he starts talking about Space Jam, and how he's looking for a Monstar. That's Braun. And he starts apologizing for a bunch of stuff, and Braun's like, Truth, I don't need an apology from you. I'm going out to the ring to demand an apology from Shane. And then Truth puts on a pair of sunglasses and is like, listen, I'm just a fragment of your imagination. And he tries to do the Men in Black thing with like a pen, and it's just nothing. Nothing happened. I love R-Truth.
R-Truth, man.
National
I don't know
treasure.
how you can't laugh at that dude. It feels so genuine that he's just out there like fucking around with his friends. You know what I mean? Just like cracking jokes. That's
That-
what rules about him.
That's what it is, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that for him.
Yeah, that's why it works so well, because it's just his buddies and him being like, wouldn't it be funny if I said something stupid like a fragment of your imagination and then I ran away? And they're like, yeah, that would be kind of funny. Let's put it on fucking TV. And then we get that as a treat.
What a guy. But then we get into... I'm just going to do all of the Braun Shane stuff in one fatal swoop, and then we can talk about it after, because there's,
All right.
there's a lot to
Yeah, I was going to say.
unpack. So, Braun comes to the ring, and basically saying, what's your deal, Shane? Am I a joke to you? Like, I'm beginning to think you're laughing at me, not with me. And then he's like, well, we both know I could snap your neck. First of all, calm down. Don't get aggressive. Don't be threatening the man's life. And then he's
He'll
just
be
like,
fine.
he says, well, I'm not trying to lose my job. I'm just looking for respect. I'm demanding you come out here and give me an apology. Shane comes out, grabs a mic, steps right up to Braun like a gangster, gets in his face, says,
Oh my God.
I apologize. And then he walks out the ring. And it looks like he kept trying to, like, say something. But then he just walked back. This leads to an interview backstage with Shane. She's like, well, it looked like you had something to say. And he's like, oh, well, maybe later I'll let you guys know. Sus. And then Later,
He did look like a gangster though when he marched right into Braun's face. I was like, God damn, Shane McMahon, you aren't fucking around tonight. But then he did fuck around later a lot.
yeah. And then that leads to later in the night, Shane's in his office and Adam Pearce comes up to him and is like, well, it did look like you had something to say, like, what's going on here? And he's like, well, why is everyone in my business? Because you look suspicious. That's why everyone's in your business, Shane.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, go get Braun and have him meet me in the ring. And we're like, okay, cool. We're going to know what happened, like, why he's being all sus and all this. We're gonna figure it out, guys. Yay. No. We don't get...
Kinda.
No, so...
Well, that's what I mean. I'm not even sure what we know from this.
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah, I mean, you could make the argument that we did find out, but you could also make the argument that we don't know anything, and I'm fucking way more confused.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying, like, that's how all over the place this motherfucker was, you know?
Well, yeah. So basically, Shane comes out, and then he's like, "Oh, my mic's not working." When Braun comes out, he's like, "Oh no, what's going on here? Crazy!" And then he gets a new mic, and he's like walking up the ramp, and he's like, "Listen, I had fun last week. I like to have fun at the expense of other people." Okay, weird thing to say. And he's like, "Listen, we have to come to an understanding." And he's basically calling Braun stupid without directly calling him stupid. He's like, "Oh, stupid is as stupid does." And falling out of the stupid tree and hitting every branch on the way down. And that causes Braun to get pissed. Chases Shane O'Mac out of the arena, so we think. He gets into a car. Braun sees the car drive away. He walks off. Shane comes back on screen and is just like, so stupid. Like, what was the point of this?
To call Braun Strowman stupid?
I mean,
okay,
and the
whatever,
fact that,
Shane.
like, it looked like he didn't know what he was saying. He kept stumbling and stalling. This dragged on for far too long. Savannah.
Oh my god. Well, because I was really sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Savannah, what is your opinion on all this?
Okay, like everyone, I'm pretty sure everyone watching was confused as hell, especially with like, the whole stupid thing. And then, like, of course, I think, like how you said, it was Kyle who said in the chat that he completely forgot his lines because the only thing I can possibly think that this is leading to is maybe a match at WrestleMania? Question mark. That's all I could think of. Guys, like, they would do something like that. They would.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I think of it, because WWE would put Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman in a match. It's probably going to be a street fight or Hell in a Cell or steel cage, something like that. So that's the only thing I can think of as far as what happened tonight. It was like the seeds planted, especially with the so stupid part at the end, when he to his back said so stupid and then just walked off.
No, yeah, I could see that. I mean, I gotta be honest, at the end of it, I thought it was just gonna be a big excuse for Braun to, like, break a car or something and get suspended
I
or
thought he
some
was gonna
shit like
flip
that.
Shane's car, the car Shane was in. I thought he was gonna flip that over. I was like, oh no. But then he left, and I was like, no car flip.
Exactly. I thought it was gonna be something like that, and then they were gonna use it as an excuse to, suspend him again, because that's what they always do with Braun Strowman. You know what I mean?
That's Braun's gimmick now.
But
get suspended.
Yeah.
When in doubt, get suspended.
It is. Yeah. Braun Strowman, keep calm and get suspended.
That's a shirt if I've ever seen one.
I would get that shirt.
I would, if I was still in school, I would get that shirt.
That would be dope.
I'm still in school. I just don't go to school.
Well, I mean,
like, my school. This is my school, like, online.
Yeah, I'm
I would've wore
so
something like that
happy
in high school.
I don't have to deal with that.
Right.
All right, let's talk about this no DQ match between Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. Holy hell.
Yeah.
First of all,
Really good.
there's no love lost between the two of them. Their matches have been knock out the park, bangers every time it's the two of them. There's no surprise in that. I mean, last week they had a hell of a match. Kev, we talked about that last week.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing when it comes to this is like when they start in the ring, I'm like, oh, I get it. But like the story around it, I'm like, you could have done a better job. That's all, you know.
No, I get that. I mean, and we got to see a lot of just a lot of things happening. There was kendo sticks, steel chairs, and then we get to the coup de grace, if you will.
Oof.
The steel steps. So let me lay out the scene. And even though I'm not on screen, I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm still talking very much with my hands.
Oh, that's man, I am disappointed that I'm missing that.
I blame the SmackDown podcast Zoom. That's what I'm blaming this on.
All right, I'm with it. I'll back you on that.
So for this coup de grace in this match, each man picks up part of the steel steps on the outside of the ring. They have the same idea, basically collide. Drew gets sent over the barricade. Sheamus, however, gets the worst of this. He falls to the ground with his forehead literally hitting the steps as he's coming down. And then the steps fucking fall on top of his head. And then the ref comes over, checks on Drew first, which is shady as all hell. Drew was fine. Sheamus ate the steps quite literally. And then checks on Sheamus. And then the ref's like, nah, guys, match is over. Call it. And then people come out. Jamie Noble's like, Sheamus, stay there. Don't move.
Like, no fucking...
Yeah.
no fucking shit. I thought I was gonna go on a run. Like,
I mean, what a way to end that match, basically, with a no contest. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah. I loved it because that was a big spot, you know. The way that they ended it made a lot of sense. I mean, I genuinely hope Sheamus is okay because that did look nasty.
Yeah.
You know, but it was a dope way to end the match. You know.
yeah, I agree. I think it's a good way to like end the match without like, you know, it doesn't put any harm towards any wrestler, any of like either of them. They both, you know, it won't be like, oh, Drew wins again, or oh, like Sheamus winning means, you know, Drew's being brought down. Like, no, it's a good way to kind of keep them both where they are, which is why I think because of this, they're gonna go on to Mania. I actually have a different prediction, but that didn't go through with the way the match ended.
What was your original prediction?
No, I could see him extending this to Mania for sure.
My former prediction was that Drew was gonna win again, and then he was gonna go face Lashley at Fastlane, where Sheamus costs him the match, and then because of that, they're all pissed off at each other, and then they go to Mania, and then that's when Sheamus finally picks up the win over Drew, because it's kind of this whole feud kind of reminded me of the Jericho Styles feud. First time they faced, Styles picked up the win over Jericho. Second time they faced at Fastlane, Styles picked up the win, and then finally they went to Mania, and then Jericho finally picked up the win over Styles. So I thought it was gonna be something like that.
That's a good observation.
Yeah, damn.
Speaking of Fastlane, it's in 2 weeks, basically.
Hey, it's coming up quick.
And what do you think is gonna happen with the WWE Championship? Who's Lashley gonna face? Do you really think he'll face The Miz for the third time?
No. I hope not.
At Fastlane?
Yeah, at Fastlane.
I'm gonna still go with my prediction, and I'm still gonna probably go with Drew, and and then I think again, like how I said, Sheamus is gonna cost him. That could still happen the way the match ended. So
yeah,
I'll still go with that.
It's very possible it could still happen like that because Drew was like out of the two like collisions, like Drew got the better of that. So I mean, it's possible.
Sure.
Steps in
No, I could see him.
Head, so.
I could see him totally going that route because you know that Lashley's going to end up retaining the belt at Fastlane. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he's going to have a credible opponent. There's not many of them right now, you know, like McIntyre, obviously. I would even put Sheamus probably in that category. One of those two guys, you know. And, you know, obviously it makes more sense for Sheamus to cost Drew with the story that they've been telling, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that would be a really cool way to go, honestly. Might even get me more invested in the goddamn Sheamus and Drew shit, honestly.
I I guess we will see come next Monday because we don't get a definitive answer tonight. Because that's the last we see of Drew, Sheamus, and Lashley and Miz. Like, they're all in the first hour and a half. Like, we don't even see the rest of the show. But then we get the phenomenal AJ Styles. He has an interview backstage basically saying, well, Randy's being haunted by the Fiend and that little witch, not bitch, witch, Alexa Bliss. And he keeps talking trash to Randy, acting like Randy ain't in the building. Randy comes up and is just like, is it funny? Someone messing with a man's mind? Alan's like, no, he's talking about crazy. Yeah. Basically saying, oh no, it just makes you weak. And you got enough problems. If you want bigger problems, basically pointing to Omos, then have at it. Randy challenges him to a match. He accepts. My God. Alan just like sticking his nose in people's business, doesn't he? Savannah, that's your man.
Yeah, you know the biggest.
That is. I'm like, I can't talk trash about him. I love it. Okay.
No, he is dope. He is dope. I do like him. Here's the thing, though. The biggest takeaway I took from it was that I actually had some sympathy for Randy Orton.
Yeah.
You know?
Savannah?
The only thing I'm worried about with AJ is just like last year, like luckily they came up with the whole Boneyard match stuff and it was a really good match. Just like last year, they have nothing for AJ and WrestleMania is like 5 weeks away and they have nothing in store for AJ.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, come on now. Come on, WWE. Come up with something. You can't have Boneyard match too, okay?
You're right.
Like, you gotta come up with something good for him.
Of course, it wouldn't be a Boneyard
especially after tonight. There's no...
It would be a Firefly Funhouse match,
like,
Savannah.
that's the thing. They're not... But yeah, no, but that's Randy and Bray Wyatt's problems. AJ just happened to get in the middle of it momentarily. I'm pretty sure after tonight, he's gonna have nothing to do with Randy come next week. Probably. He's just gonna be back at it, and the Royal Rumble's over, so he can't play gatekeeper anymore for Royal Rumble entries. So what's his purpose now, if not like to just like how you said, go into other people's business?
Maybe that's his new gimmick. Yeah. He's just the soccer mom who likes gossip, so he's just trying to get involved in everyone's business.
He's like a chatty cat.
He's a chatty cat. He's a Karen! Yeah, oh my God. He's a Karen.
He's Karen.
Perfect.
I love this.
He needs to go ask for managers, and he needs to throw a fit.
And look at who his bodyguard is. It's Omos. You ain't gonna say no to him.
Yeah, it's kind of perfect, actually. It kind of makes a... Give it to me. AJ being sassy like that is dope.
I mean, he's a sassy
Especially
Southern
with his
belle.
accent, I can't wait to see where that goes. If that happens, obviously.
If that happens,
Did you call him a sassy Southern belle,
I did.
Katie?
I did.
I know, move over, Lacey. AJ's
I
not the one who's
guess.
pregnant. He's the new sassy Southern Belle.
Listen, Lacey's
Absolutely.
pregnant. She's not on TV now, so AJ is gonna be the new sassy Southern
Exactly.
Belle.
He's got to replace her.
Kevin loves when I
Yeah.
say
AJ
it
wasn't the one
wrong.
who got pregnant. It was Lacey.
Kevin loves when I say pregnant wrong because it's one of the funniest videos. Savannah, have you seen that video?
I've never
Going
I
completely off
love
topic.
that video so much. I've seen that video and I love it so much. Pregart.
Pervert.
Pregante.
Pregante is a good one.
Preganinant.
Preganinant?
Reminds me of
Pregnart.
the commercial there where they're trying to teach the homeowners to say quinoa.
Oh yeah, Keanu.
And the one who's like Joaquin.
How do you say it? I would have been like
Yeah,
freaking people.
Yeah.
Joaquin. No.
Quinoa.
Joaquin, but dude, he says it so confidently. It's so funny. He's like, no, that's like, if I didn't see what that word looked like, I'd be like, I guess that's how you pronounce it. That, you know?
It is a weird word.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't even know how to. Like, I know what it is, I believe, but I don't know how to say it, so I'm not even gonna try. I'm bad at pronunciation.
Quinoa.
Well, real
will
talk,
work.
I had to ask my girlfriend how to pronounce it, so it wasn't like I knew it off the top, but she learned me how to say it.
Yeah, that's English.
So-
I'm like, I just suck at pronunciation in general. Like, I suck at pronunciation like I do spelling. Like, you should see the way I pronounce New Japan wrestlers. I've watched them for years and I still don't know how to pronounce them.
Yo, here's the best mispronunciation of a Japanese wrestler. My brother was telling me about this yesterday. But his roommates actually.
I'm not ready for this.
His roommate's really into wrestling and has been for years. Actually, he met AJ Styles once and has a really bitchin' picture of him. It's really cool.
That is so cool.
But his girlfriend at the time thought Shinsuke Nakamura was shit stain Nakamura,
Close.
you know, and I was that.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was
That's
like, no, I
okay,
can totally see it, but it was hilarious, you know.
I mean, especially if you
Okay, no,
glance
I'm not
at it
that bad at
quickly,
pronunciation.
I could see like how you can mess it up completely like that. But nah, baby, no.
Oh my.
well,
Okay,
no,
I thought
she
I was bad at
she
not
didn't.
that
She
bad.
heard somebody. She just misheard it.
Oh.
No,
okay.
no, she didn't read it. So a little different, but same,
Oh, okay.
same idea.
Same idea. All right, we need to get back on topic.
Anyway,
This is such a
I know,
gonna be
right?
such a long podcast.
yeah.
If only I knew how to edit. What a shame. Following AJ's interview, we get
We vibing.
Xavier Woods taking on Shelton Benjamin because the New Day have a tag team title match next week against the Hurt Business because Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day, are the only other tag team on Raw, apparently.
Basically,
Um,
you're not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong. I'm 100% correct. And Benjamin, the whole time, is focusing on Xavier Woods' back. He has control of the whole match. And then it's only at the end when he's trash-talking to Kofi that Xavier gets the small package roll-up and he wins. And their celebration leads up to Stoner Champ himself, Riddle.
Oh my god, with the
my
scooter.
favorite part of the whole goddamn night.
Listen,
I loved this.
the man is with a scooter again, and he has an interview.
Also-
oh, okay.
Also,
Okay.
you forgot to call out the Mortal Kombat gear.
I was
that the
going
New Day
to
were
after
wearing.
this.
Cause. Well, then I burst your bubble. I'm sorry.
What else is new? No, because.
Well,
okay.
I'm not.
Shut up, Kevin. Let me say this. Let me get through this, and I'll explain why I waited.
No, let me mansplain to you on International Women's Day. And shut up.
If you could see
Yeah.
my face right now.
I hope you're smiling
Oh
because
my
that's
God.
a really valid thing.
Shut the fuck up, Kevin. So that
All
leads
right.
straight
I'll shut up
into
now.
an interview with Riddle backstage talking about, well, Retribution won't break my focus. And then he immediately is just like, well, where can I park my scooter? Because I got a ticket parking it backstage last week. I know I can't take it to ringside. And then on cue, the New Day come out in their Mortal Kombat gear. Xavier Woods as Sub-Zero and Kofi as Scorpion. And the reason I say that is because Riddle asked them to watch his scooter because he's about to have a match. And you could hear Kofi go, "Get over here," like Scorpion.
Oh, that was so dope. That was so dope.
So that's why I waited, Kevin. But no, you gotta ruin my.
Well, I said I was sorry.
Whatever.
I meant that genuinely.
Whatever. And then we get Riddle.
Wow.
We get Riddle versus Slapjack, which let's give some props to Slapjack, Shane Thorne. The first time he's shown actual like promise in a match since becoming a part of Retribution.
Absolutely.
Like,
this is his best match since he's been in Retribution.
Honestly, and it's a damn shame because Shane Thorne's fantastic. I mean, if you watched any of his stuff in NXT when he was a part of TM61, phenomenal stuff. No pun intended. I just happened to look at Savannah's shirt as I said that, but you can't see me, so it doesn't matter.
I'm like, there you go.
And Ali is, barking orders at Slapjack the whole time, just saying, finish him, stop playing with him, because we find out Ali, after beating Riddle last week, has a United States title opportunity next week, which is, I said what I wanted, because, like, if something screwy happens next week, that's fine. I want it at Mania. I want Ali to win the U.S. title at Mania so bad.
No way. Stoner champ forever.
Stop it.
Dude, I love it. I love it.
Mustafa Ali needs a title.
Yes.
I don't care about Ali. He does need a title, but we need more stoner champs as far as I'm
we don't though. That's the problem.
All the champs need to be stoner champs.
No.
I'm a stoner champ.
You're
a
not
former
though.
stoner champ.
Oh my god.
That's legit.
Okay. Riddle.
I mean, the name of the promotion was Degenerate Wrestlers Incorporated, and I was only like 15, but I was a tag champion.
I do know that. Basically, Riddle hits the final flash knee, and then the Bro Derek for the win. Savannah, I feel like
also
what, Kevin?
No, legitimately, fucking Riddle wearing Evil Knievel gear.
He has been.
I don't care. I just noticed it. I'm the stoner champ. I didn't notice it before, and I popped for it tonight, and I was like, fucking Evil Knievel is dope.
Savannah, what are your takes on Riddle as a whole? Like, him as the champ, him in this feud with Ali. What's your take on all this?
You're allowed not to like it. I won't.
Jeez, okay. No, I know that. No offense, Kevin. I'm not gonna let anyone change my opinion on anything.
Hell yeah.
But
wrestling's fun.
Honestly, I'm kind of on the fence with Riddle because I think some of the stuff he does is like hilarious as fuck. Like I thought the scooter thing. Again, I'm easily amused, so I thought the scooter thing was really funny. And like back to like Survivor Series when he came up with the freaking code names for his teammates, I thought that was funny. But then there's some stuff where I'm like, okay, like I'm done with this guy. Which is why I guess I really wouldn't mind if Ali versus Riddle happens at Mania and Ali wins the title from him. I wouldn't be upset at all because again, I had just also Mustafa Ali needs a title run in the WWE.
No, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be mad at Ali winning a belt. It's just I'm digging Riddle a lot right now. That's all it is. Because like no, he's really good, and I mean we all know what happened with Mustafa Ali a couple years ago, So yeah, I want to see him get some gold at some point. I just don't want him to take it off of Riddle. That's all, because he's my boy.
I mean, and as much shit as I give Riddle's character, his in-ring work is amazing. Like he's
not as good as his character though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give your boy a compliment, and you just are wanting me to take it away.
No, you can give him all the compliments you want. I'm saying stoner champ.
Oh my god.
Better than the in-ring stuff for me.
For you.
Stoner champ.
Okay. moving on.
Hey, Katie.
What, Kevin?
Stoner champ.
The amount of times I have
I
rolled
really
my
wish I
eyes.
could see Katie's face.
I know. Trust
Anyway.
me, I know.
Stoner champ.
So, next we get the women's tag team title match. Obviously, the tag champs being Nia and Shayna, taking on Lana and Naomi. And when Nia and Shayna come out, we see a surprising guest. We see Reginald.
I was like, what in the hell?
Like he got fired as his sommelier job on Friday. He got slapped in the face by Sasha Banks. This all happened on Friday, by the way, a few days ago. And now
He had a rough day.
Nia's flirting with him, saying, "Oh well, he's just gonna be out here for ringside for this title match." But like, isn't he cute though? Like, first of all, Nia, please stop. No, I don't. Stop it. Just what is Reginald's purpose now? He's not a sommelier anymore. He needs a new title. He needs everything has to change. I don't like it.
He's Nia Jax's love interest.
He's slowly becoming like James Ellsworth. Remember when like he was around Dean Ambrose, and then Mella, like after Dean Ambrose kind of after he cost Ambrose the title, he kind of like dumped his ass, and then like Mella came, and that's when when Ellsworth became like Carmella's pet, and then like he's helped her win, like retain her title and stuff. I think this is the same thing that's happening with Reginald right now.
Yeah, that's.
No, you're totally right. That's a very good observation.
That's definitely
really
what's happening, and that I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Like, we don't need Reginald like to be with Nia at all. But I mean, he did get involved in this match. No surprise. Raise your hand if you're surprised. Oh, no one raised their hand. Crazy. And he trips up.
You called on me.
No. Put your hand down.
You said my name.
No. Stop it. And basically, he trips up Naomi towards the end of this match, and she like grabs him by the hair. Lana does a baseball slide drop kick into him, kind of sloppy, whatever. But they're on the apron celebrating. They got rid of Reginald. Woo! But no. Nia just comes over, smashes them, and then does her one-arm power slam, choke slam thing. I don't know. They got to start naming these things so I can start saying the names. But she hits it on Lana for the win. And now we're still going to see Nia and Shayna defending their titles against Sasha and Bianca at Fastlane. What do you guys think about... I know this isn't SmackDown, but what do you think of Sasha and Bianca being in the tag team picture?
They're facing each other
see
for
them
the
angry at each
freaking
other.
SmackDown title at Mania.
Exactly.
What the hell are they doing teaming up? They need to be rivaled, not allies.
I agree.
And also, I don't even like Sasha Banks, so she does not deserve to be a second double champ. So no.
Facts.
Wow.
Facts.
I'm just not a fan of Sasha.
I like her. I don't want to see the double champ stuff again for a while at least. And I totally agree with you. Why? I want to see Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks hate each other right now. You know what I mean? Like, I am so hyped for that match.
I want to see.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I want to see Bianca like choke Sasha out with her hair. Like, I want to see that. Like, even like that needs to happen at some point.
That'd be dope. I'd be down to see that.
Yeah,
I hope that happens
actually.
at Fastlane.
That would be really dope.
Like,
So we're on agreement that
Hopefully.
Sasha's trash and they shouldn't be facing Nia and Shayna for the title. I'm glad we're on agreement. Awesome.
I didn't
Let's move on
say
to
all that. Jesus
Randy
Christ, I don't think
having an
Sasha's
interview
trash.
backstage.
You're trash.
You're trash.
Oh, I did sound really Western New York right then, didn't
Yeah,
I?
you did.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So Randy has an interview basically saying, oh, there's rumors of people being concerned about me. It's surprising. I didn't know I had friends in the locker room. And, well, the
He
only...
doesn't.
Well, yeah, he doesn't. Like,
Yeah.
he knows, but he has to play off like, oh, I have friends? No, they're all gone.
Really?
And the only thing AJ needs to
Jeez.
worry about is...
Are you AJ Styles? What, like...
What?
Cutting a promo on Randy Orton? That's what you sound like.
No.
Hey, Randy, all your friends are gone, you piece of shit.
It's not what it's no. I'm not AJ, nor will I do an AJ impression. That was Kyle's thing, but
You're not
now
like
he doesn't
Kyle?
do Raw recaps with me anymore because he hates me, and
Oh, God.
he took my
You would
dynamite.
do a
He
great
took my
AJ
dynamite away
impression.
from me, and
Oh,
I'm mad.
shit.
But yes,
And I'm mad for you.
but
You know what? I'm mad too because I like to talk to you about AEW because we like AEW and we mark out most of the time, and that's a lot more fun than being pissed off about wrestling. God damn it!
This could have been us on Wednesday,
Yeah,
and you would have seen a
that-
lot more out of me. With
you would have
Ren
actually
and
seen my
marking
face.
I know, right?
Maybe
yeah.
Let's just blame all this on Kyle.
you heard it here
I'm
first,
comfortable
folks.
with blaming anything on Kyle.
And I'm also just gonna reiterate this. It's all out of love, for the most part. And then, anyways,
Yeah. No, yeah, obviously.
Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke have an interview basically saying, well, we haven't declared we're going for the women's title, but we shouldn't be overlooked as a tag team or as single competitors.
Yep.
And then, that prompts Charlotte because she hears anything about a title and she has to stick her nose in it. And she's like, listen, you guys got 5
Like a
weeks.
bloodhound.
Come show me what you got. And let's hope your bite is as big as your bark. Which, first of all, you didn't need to be involved in that segment. Second of all, you're not the gatekeeper. Third of all, you're not the champion. Why are you trying to dictate who can and can't challenge Asuka for the title?
Maybe because she's like, since she says, oh, well, she's my tag partner, so maybe she's using that as like a crutch to make her be the gatekeeper. I don't know. I hate that I'm playing devil's advocate for Charlotte, but I'm just trying to make sense of this.
Well, because the Charlotte Flair is such a weird thing for me, especially right now, because she's out there cutting those fire emotional promos and shit that like are kind of touching even, and it's easy to root for her right now with some of that shit, especially like the one that she cut with her dad a few weeks ago. Oh my god, man, that was so good. And it made me want to root for Charlotte. But, man, yeah, I know what you mean. Like, what the fuck? She doesn't need a belt right now. I'm not even saying that, like, ever again is a bad idea. But, like, she's been back. She already had a belt once, like, immediately upon returning.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, she's probably going to get one at WrestleMania.
Stop. Don't put that devil magic out there. Stop it.
Well, no, I hear you. I just,
That
like
belt
I
better
said,
be
it's
the
hard for me to
24/7
hate
belt.
on Charlotte like that.
Like,
that would be hilarious, but I'd be so about it.
I don't even like talking about Charlotte anymore. We're gonna move on.
go ahead.
Katie,
I'm
tell us
all
how
fine
you
with
really
it.
feel.
No,
We need to work through this.
I have expressed my hatred, and I'm throwing that out there, for Charlotte being in the title picture a plethora of times, and I feel like I
No.
don't need to explain myself again.
No,
I think I literally did yesterday too.
Jesus,
You did.
This is where
You were
I
talking
don't
about.
think. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say she was talking about how Cody Rhodes is the Charlotte Flair of AEW, and then she started talking about how all the opportunities are given to Charlotte the same way all the opportunities are given to Cody in AEW, and because of that, no offense to the Cody fans out there, I don't want to get dragged by them, but Cody's really starting to piss me off because of that. Because I'm like, and if you hold on, I know this is an AEW. I'm sorry, Katie, but just really quick.
Go ahead.
For someone, Cody, if you read the Young Bucks book, Cody Rhodes wasn't even on board. He was one of the last of the EVPs on board with the brand. They said in the book that he was on and off, like he was thinking about going back to WWE. He was thinking of signing with Ring of Honor. He wasn't all for AEW. He was on and off the whole way there. And they treat him as of like this was all his idea when it wasn't. It was really like Tony's and Matt Jackson's idea from the beginning. So that's another thing that pisses me off about him. But that's for
and that
AEW,
was Savannah's
and this is Raw.
rant.
This could have been Wednesday. Again, if it was Wednesday, it'd be a lot longer and it'd be a lot more like I'd go off. But it's Monday. It's WWE. And
I've read shit like that like it was mostly the Bucks, specifically Matt Jackson, that was really
exactly.
Yeah.
But guys, we'll talk. We will talk about it after I end the video. I promise.
Yeah, I just had to say it because you brought up Charlotte.
I know. And
sorry.
No. You good. And so before the main event, AJ has another interview, as basically saying, "Do I regret my comments? No. Like he's like Randy's crazy. Like he shouldn't be focused on me at all. Like he should be focused on the Fiend and Bliss and all of this. You know, Karens.
He's not wrong. You know, I mean,
Karen Styles.
Yeah.
Karens. What are we gonna do? Also, if you listen to this and your name is Karen, I'm sorry.
Styles with a Karen gimmick.
So that leads.
Oh my god, does that mean you have to get a Karen cut?
No, it's a perfect length for his hair. It's fine.
Okay,
Karens
cool.
have a
Right,
variety of hairstyles now, so.
God
damn it! All right, we get the
There's
main.
all sorts of Karens in the wild that you don't even know about.
There really are.
You know?
There really are. So the main event, AJ Styles taking on Randy Orton. Randy has control of the match towards the beginning, and when the match goes to the outside, he has a stare down with Amos. You know, they literally said he was a shadow on commentary. They're just like, yeah, and there's just like this shadow hanging over us. I said to myself out loud, I was like, yeah, there's this big fucking shadow standing next to us on commentary.
Oh, by the way, about this match, yes. Did you guys realize this was a WrestleMania caliber match?
No.
Oh my god, I wanted to talk about that. Like, I'm like, oh my god, it's WrestleMania like is around the corner. Every match is gonna be a WrestleMania caliber match from here until WrestleMania, or even like after. I think like maybe the first 2 weeks after. This is a WrestleMania caliber match. I'm like, enough with that.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
You'll never see it coming. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Dope match. But like, Jesus Christ, man.
Oh my god, I forgot.
WrestleMania season.
I forgot about the "you'll never see it coming" stuff. Kevin, you remember we talked about that on the recap with Kyle?
Yep.
Or like declaring yourself into the Royal Rumble.
Oh god.
Oh, that was stupid.
I hate those stupid reminders that they do, like the WrestleMania caliber match, the "you'll never see it coming" at SummerSlam, I think it was, and then the Royal Rumble. Like, if he got thrown over the top rope and that was the Royal Rumble, he'd be eliminated. Like, yeah, no fucking shit, thank you.
WWE commentary does oversell the shit out of those pay-per-views.
I mean,
it's like...
I get it, especially for Mania, because we are getting fans at Mania, so I get them overselling now. It doesn't mean I like it at all, but I understand why they're doing it.
Yeah, no, it's a little jarring, and you're right. I mean, that's probably a big reason why they are, is because of the fans. But Yeah, man. And it basically, I mean, it is like the Super Bowl of pro wrestling. So, of course, people are
Yeah.
excited about I'm excited about it. But, like, it's just like when you watch that much WWE product, you're like, yeah, I fucking know that it's WrestleMania season. You know what
Yeah,
I
but
mean?
you don't see NFL commentators like during the playoffs like that's a Super Bowl worthy game, and this like that was a Super Bowl worthy catch. Like you don't see shit like that.
Yeah.
Like so
Yeah, no,
you don't need to
you're
do
right.
that in wrestling either.
That
Yeah.
is very true. But the rest of this match, after the stare down with almost AJ takes control. He's focusing on Randy's leg. At one point he does apply the calf crusher, and Randy gets out of it. They obviously like the two of them are great. They have a nice dynamic, a good back and forth. I like when Randy was going for the draping DDT and he blew a kiss to Almost. I was like,
Yes.
he's like such a prick, and I love it. He does
That
that
was
all
dope.
the time.
Nice little touch.
It's little stuff like that I love. And as he's getting ready to go for the RKO afterwards, Almost pulls AJ out of the ring, and that leads to the best part of Monday Night Raw, Alexa Bliss.
No, I totally agree.
She's
Totally
on
agree.
she's on the screen in her pentagram with her Jack in the Box, her demonic Jack in the Box, mind you, and she's like playing the music and stops it, and she's like, "Not yet," which as soon as she finishes, like the pop goes the weasel, the fiend is just gonna appear. So I'm gonna guess now it's gonna be in 3 weeks.
I wouldn't be surprised if it happens at Fastlane.
Fastlane.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to happen sooner rather than later.
Well, okay, I can't say 3
After
weeks.
a WrestleMania caliber match. That's when it's gonna happen.
Why don't you have a job at WWE?
Why doesn't she have a job on this podcast? But that's a question. That's a conversation for after the fact.
Okay. Oh my god.
But so she says not yet to the Jack in the Box, and she lights a match and she blows it out. And as she blows it out, the fire on the post goes up, which I have a feeling that's what you're talking about, Savannah. Go ahead.
Yes, I was gonna say this is exactly what I was talking about in the beginning. That pyro fire stuff. First of all, I don't know if you noticed. I think one of them didn't go off. One of the corners.
Oh, really?
I don't know if something happened. I think one of the corners didn't go off. Yeah, but I was gonna say that pyro alone was a lot more than the ending of that exploding barbed wire death match. And I know people are like, okay, stop poking fun at it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. They're like, they already gone through so much. I'm like, I know, and I understand that. I love both wrestlers that competed in that match. But if you're gonna go that intense during the match, you just might as well take it all the way. What you gonna go back for? What are you gonna like? I don't know, but all I'm gonna say is that pyro on that regular ass episode of Monday Night Raw was bigger than the pyro at AEW's one of their biggest pay-per-views.
Yeah.
And the main event of a exploding barbed wire death match. That's all I'm gonna say.
No,
and I
you're
love
totally
both,
right.
so I can say this.
I had the same thought. I was like,
I
geez,
was like, oh my.
they could. Why didn't AEW do that? That would have been cooler.
I know.
Than what they did. What the fuck?
Sparklers.
Oh my god.
Like the match would have been better served if they'd have just cut that out of it. You know.
Not just even cutting it out, but just if admitting, like, even if it wasn't, even if they completely planned that, like, it was gonna be like that, if they would have just said it was a botch, at least people's like, oh, they messed up, you know. No, they're taking like, no, this was supposed to happen. It was supposed to go like that.
I
like,
think
it just
it's getting.
I feel like it makes
it's
it
getting
worse
addressed
on
on Dynamite this week. I think I saw people who were part of the media scrum talking about it.
They've got to address it. How could they not?
They don't.
Yeah, I don't know what's all happening.
I thought
with that.
being the elite was gonna save the day, so
I don't know. But the ending of this match. So after the fire, Randy starts coughing up his tar, the basically the black blood,
printer ink,
and
Gross.
that allows AJ to hit the phenomenal forearm for the win. And as AJ leaves with Amos, Bliss is just on the screen again, laughing, and Randy is kind of just like in the ring. He looks like a shell of a man.
He looks like he's about to die.
A
Like
shell of a man.
legitimately. Like he was just coughing up blood and got rocked in the face by a dope ass phenomenal forearm. Like, you know. He has like dark magic coursing through his soul or some shit. That motherfucker's gonna die.
Yeah, that's what AJ called it, the dark voodoo magic.
Yeah.
The dark voodoo magic.
Speaking of AJ, really quick, like I know this has kind of like been a thing for a while, but like it still sits in the back of my mind that the calf crusher, which is supposed to be a finisher, is less of a finisher than the phenomenal forearm, which is supposed to be just like a signature, kind of like Randy Orton's DDT, his signature DDT. Like that's a signature. That's what the phenomenal forearm is, and now it's more of a finisher than the calf crusher. I feel like everyone can get out of the calf crusher now. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. I feel like he gets a lot more wins off of the phenomenal forearm lately.
I mean, he barely gets a win
and
off
like in the beginning of his,
and that's like his finish.
Oh, I know. I think that's because people cannot but like they can't do the Styles Clash without nearly killing themselves. I think that's the problem. I just don't think people can take it the proper way. I don't think it has anything to do with it not being effective anymore. But I think they killed the calf crusher because when he first started in WWE, the calf crusher would immediately get wrestlers to tap out. But then I think ever since he faced Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series and he got out and he like wrapped his head in it, boom, like into the mat, I think that's when it kind of lost its touch, which is very sad. Like I said, I've watched AJ do that move for a long time, so
it's all Brock Lesnar's
Styles
fault.
Clash too. I really like the Styles Clash a lot.
Yeah,
one of my favorite.
I love.
Finishers.
And then like when he would do it like off like the top rope or like off the stairs and shit, like I miss that.
Yeah.
Like why?
Well,
because he's 97.
He's a Karen now, Savannah. He can't do that.
He would have to talk to the
middle-aged. He's a middle-aged woman now.
Oh man, but that has been the Raw recap. Again, I apologize if you watched the video form of this for all of the technical difficulties.
I don't. I loved it.
Okay, Kevin liked it, but like
I missed you, Katie.
I know.
Yeah, I do miss you though.
Don't worry, guys. True. I'll end up like restarting the call, and then we can all chat while I upload everything.
All right.
Yay!
But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Savannah for coming on.
Yes.
Savannah, where can the people find you?
You can find me. I only have Instagram and Twitter, both at Y2Garcia. That's Garcia with an underscore at the end. And yeah, Twitter and Instagram. That's where you can find me if you want to follow me or drag me for expressing my opinion, whichever one you prefer. I prefer to follow me, but that's okay.
That's what social media is good for, is to fight with people.
Especially Twitter. I'm like, they took something I posted from Instagram and brought it to Twitter, and I'm like,
wow.
Yeah.
Like, just DM me and tell me what you think. Like, why take it to Twitter? But whatever. But yeah, if you want to find me, that's where you can find me. I promise I'm not mean.
Don't troll people. Damn.
She's nice. Savannah's good people. We love Savannah.
No, Savannah is awesome.
Don't be mean.
I'm really glad I got to do a show with you, Savannah. That was a lot of fun.
I know. I'm glad I finally got to do a show with you, Kevin.
Yeah, awesome.
You're not like Kyle, who got mad at me because I said I wanted to do a show with Vince. Kyle got offended.
All right.
Kyle's weak sauce.
Thank you guys so much for watching. You can catch Kevin and Kyle Wednesday for Dynamite on this Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/puttingyouover.
It should be Katie.
It should be me,
Tell
but
him.
that's
Tell him.
Neither here nor there. Don't worry.
I will be your voice, Katie. I'm the one who hypes you up. I have nothing to lose.
Savannah is my hype woman. But you can also find the same night, Wednesday night, RN and I doing NXT over on twitch.tv/SmackDrop Podcast. Again, you can hit us up on Twitter at SmackDrawPod. You can tweet us your unpopular wrestling opinions. Stay tuned for Sunday. I don't know what time yet, but it is UWO.
Oh,
We got the cast we've been begging for. We got our own RN. We got Reek, and oh my god, who else is it from Young Kings?
I honestly don't remember the dude's name.
TC.
There you go.
Oh Jesus. So we finally got that. We bullied Kevin. we bullied Kyle into doing that. So
Yeah.
feel free to
So
stay tuned on our Twitter. We'll be tweeting about that. But until
that'll be a really dope show. I'm so excited. I can't wait to watch that.
until then, y'all have a good one. Bye bye.
Stoner Champ.
Bye.